Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Don, and today I'm going to be discussing with you things that MSW programs won't tell you. Before we get started, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification button so you can be notified of more videos like this. And make sure you're following me on Instagram because I post daily updates regarding my life. You get a day in a life if you follow me there in my stories. And I also follow people back. So follow for follow me, I'll follow you back. I'm not, pretentious in that way. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing that programs will not tell you is that there's money to be made in social work. I remember entering the field and, going to graduate school, and I remember wanting to make 50K, and my professors thought that was a joke, and they thought that my expectations were too high and that I should, have more realistic expectations. And there are so many fields that is more lucrative than just community mental health or children, youth, and family. Although there's money to be made working for the states if that's what you're interested in, but nonetheless there's more money to be made. And it's not to say that I'm money hungry or anything like that. Like I said, there's money to be made, and if you enter this profession, you should enter it with that expectation and be diligent about your negotiating and things of that nature. The next thing programs won't tell you is how to enter private practice. I don't remember hearing anything about private practice. There's no courses offered in it. There's no business courses offered. I know there's joint MSW MBA programs, which I'll be doing a video about soon, but still there's no actual course that you could take. Now there are CEUs in private practice that you can take, but again, you will not hear a lot about private practice. Not to say you won't hear it at all, but it's not the normal. It's not what's promoted. It's not like that's a concentration in your program. The next one is post MSW fellowships. So this one was something that I found out on my own. I remember taking this to my professor and advisor at the time, and they were completely shocked. They had no idea that post MSW programs even existed. Make sure that you're doing your research. If it's something that you're interested in, if you want to receive more training, you be diligent about seeking those opportunities, finding those opportunities, because chances are your program's not going to tell you, because they definitely did not tell me, and they're not telling many of you as you share with me things about your experience. So the next one is how to attend a conference for free as a graduate student. Now, I'm not going to lie, I did have a professor share with me a scholarship opportunity for a hospice and palliative care network fellowship, and I did apply for that scholarship and did receive that scholarship. So I am grateful for that. I do like to give credit when credit is due, but nonetheless, that was not a promoted thing, students going to conferences. And one thing that I was not told was what I'm about to tell you now, which is, and some of you all may know obviously because I've seen at least 2 students there, 2 MSW students there. So if you're watching, hey, because I did get to meet you all at a conference, but you can serve as a volunteer at a conference, and typically they will give you free admissions, and you basically introduce the speakers and you help direct people to the different conferences, the conference sessions that they may have, the different rooms and things of that nature. So that is a plug. So if you are interested in attending a conference for free while you're in grad school, be sure to do that. Sticking to that, they also won't tell you how to receive professional memberships at a significantly discounted price. So for instance, NASW offer membership for under $60 for current MSW, BSW, and DSW/PhD students. So if that's something that you are interested in, I encourage you to sign up today. I did, and it was awesome. That is a super So sticking to that, they also will not tell you how to receive leadership opportunities while in grad school, external leadership opportunities. So while I was a member of NASW, I served as a MSW student representative where I was on the board of directors for the 2016-2017 academic year. And then I also, for the 2015 Advocacy Day, 2015-2016 Advocacy Day, I think it was 2016 because it's in April of each year and I didn't start the program until June. But I was the NASW student liaison where I represented NASW at my university on the MSW level and help coordinate Advocacy Day where all of the students go to our state capitol and we advocate for the best legislation. And so that was an amazing leadership opportunity, but again, that was not something that I learned from my program. That was something that I learned from reading and seeking out those opportunities and being vigilant about my education and my professional development. So the next thing would be external fellowship. So as a graduate student, I did participate as a Stanford Fellow, and that was through Stanford School of Medicine. I completed their mini fellowship program in ethnogeriatrics, and that made sense for me to do because I was a healthcare concentration interested in elevating the African American community and addressing health disparities. And so we learned a lot of unique issues that older adults of color face, and then we had to write a paper, and then we also had to implement a capstone where we are implementing evidence-based practice in the community. And so my project was preventing falls among older adults in the African American living facilities in the Chicagoland area, and that was so amazing. I had so much fun traveling. I did not live in Chicago at the time, although I'm from Chicago, fun fact. And so that was just an amazing opportunity, and like I said, to be a Stanford alum is amazing, and to have participated in that and to have that connection, those are, that's a network that I'll have forever and am still in touch with today. So again, these are things that you have to seek out. I also was a HEALS Fellow. Now that did have a partnership with my institution, but no one was like, hey Don, you should apply for this. It was like, oh, I see this opportunity, I'm going to apply for it. And that provided a scholarship of $5,500, and I was able to travel to DC and advocate on the nation's capital in DC and to preserve the best components of the ACA at the time with my representative. So that was important work, priceless work, met so many wonderful people, and it's an experience that I'll forever cherish. The last two are really important. The first one will be, they will not tell you how you could, the second to last thing that they won't tell you is that they will not tell you that failing a course can prolong or delay your graduation. There was a student in my program who failed a course, and it really, there were so many injustices in that situation, but the student did not pass the course, or whatever language you want to use, and that student had to sit out an entire semester before they could take the class again, because the class was in the fall or spring, one of the two only. And not only that, but the student had to register as a full-time student. They would not allow them to register as a part-time student, which has a lot of financial implications too of taking courses that they don't need because they passed all of their other courses that semester. So I found that really bizarre, and it also cost them more money having felt that course. And the last one is they will not tell you how to get more money from them to pay for your tuition and fees. This one is a very controversial one because I feel that MSW education should be affordable. MSW, BSW, DSW education should be affordable. It should not be $30,000 a year to obtain a degree, to obtain a master of social work. I just think that for a degree to be rooted in social justice and equality and access, having high price tags and little financial opportunities is really counterintuitive. It's a contradiction, and it's an oxymoron. I mean, it's all of those words. I just don't understand ethically how they are just admitting all of these students, charging them all of this money, and to enter out into the field and really potentially saturating the field and really just setting them up, because again, they're not teaching them to pursue lucrative careers in social work. So now they're entering these low paying positions with this high debt, with high interest rates, and it's just problematic to me. And so anyway, schools have funding and they have different scholarship opportunities. My wife and I both received tuition waivers, and our graduate assistantship allowed us to pay for our living expenses and our student fees for grad school. And then we both received fellowships and scholarships, and so we were able to pay for that. Our field placement when we weren't in classes but was in the field full time. So there are ways around it that they won't tell you about that I think is sad. So that's basically it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment in the comment section below what's one thing that you learned that your MSW program didn't tell you. Thanks so much for watching, and until I see you next time, be you.